All right. Hello, folks. Ace here, and way bit of a different stream here, I suppose. But yeah, let's kind of get into this because kind of have this world that I'm kind of building here using Asgard's Fantasy Map Generator. It is open source. It's pretty cool. I'm not gonna mess with it right now. There's actually a web version too. Actually, if I pull up the web version, I can do this without there being any issue. Yeah, because I was kind of looking into it, and then I was like, oh well, there's a downloadable version, so I just broke it off the map. But anyway, you can just generate a new map, and that's your map for whatever you want. It's pretty cool, and of course you can always change the names and everything, and change like the positioning of like make it all pretty, and come down here and you're like, oh well, this is this place, and yeah, let's go to Cool Pit or Bimini or whatever. It's pretty cool. But this is the world that I'm kind of building here, and I've kind of been like, I've actually done a lot of work here because a lot of this was like right here was Wildlands, down here was Wildlands. Um, this was actually like two separate countries and stuff, and kind of like doing things like up here in Kez, they have some things uh, set up here, so it's pretty neat. But the idea here is that these small little countries down here, when I say small, I mean like 300, a population of 331, population of 253. I think one of these has like, okay, yeah, 3,295, 1,695, 1,372. Like these are tiny little towns, and when it comes to them being like cities. And the idea here is that while traveling here from here, Catectos, which is actually a major city, which we need to add a port here, and should probably, and there's no major religion here, so like some of these places won't actually have like places of worship, but yeah, the idea is that they get on a boat here, and they're trying to actually get over here to Zaius. It's a small town, and we gotta make sure we actually have that there too. And during this point, somewhere along here, they get into a storm, and they tried to dock here at Necho, which is another somewhat major city comparatively, but they're not able to. And so during the process, the boat that they're on is destroyed, and they find themselves at the beginning of the campaign here in the middle of the ocean in a lifeboat. And the idea here is to kind of, because we're kind of looking here, and it kind of seems like the natural like flow of the water would be like to come through here. So the idea here is going to be that they get stranded and they're drifting until they eventually come over here to this town right here. This is Narv. And let's take a look at Narv. Narv is a little town here. And there's not really much to it when it comes, just a couple of roads and nice little castle here. But the weird thing about this area is that all of the houses sit maybe about waist high, with stairs that lead underground to the rooms and everything. And this is definitely something that they're not used to. The players aren't used to seeing here. So we're gonna be coming out here to the Khan tribes here, and this particular continent, their whole reason why these houses are sitting so low is because in the past of this particular country, giants were actually looked down upon and they were being discriminated against. And so what they ended up doing is they went to war and destroyed everything in their path. And they still go on a rampage. Any structure that is built within this country, if a giant sees it and it would allow a human to stand taller than the giant, that giant will destroy it. So this is going to be a very treacherous territory, but I'm gonna try and make sure that they're not going to die. Of course, that's always part of D&D. Is players can always die. So we have this town here, and yeah, we need some information here. Port of Narv is, it's a mediocre town. With an abandoned port. At the very least, there is no marketplace. Nor is there a place of worship. Townsfolk seem peaceful, very skittish, probably. What's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Susceptible. There we go. I think that should work. Yeah, that's our object right there. Yeah, we want to keep that note. So there we go. All right, so from here, our patrons, they come here to Narv and they're like, well, not really much we want to do here. They do get some information about the country, about the history, hopefully, if they're not idiots. Well, no. Well, yeah, it depends on who I'm actually playing with. My regular group right now is actually pretty good. But we can go to Oasis. Oasis has another... I mean, because these are coastal towns, they're gonna have ports. And rather than ship things off by cart, by horse, you know, traveling between Merrick's and Oasis here, they kind of like to trade goods here. Merrick's, you should have one. Thank you. So yes, we can do that, or we can try and take one of the abandoned ships at the port, fix it up, and try to go to Tolo, which is going to be the smarter idea. And I'll show you why here. If we kind of look at the biomes here and show the relief here. Okay, so yeah, you'll see that this is kind of a wetland here coming through. These are not very fun to really walk through, and there's going to be a lot of gators and things like that. It's gonna get kind of nasty there. That's actually kind of the reason why Narv really sits kind of by itself. Don't really have to worry too much. We do have some mountains that should be over here. It's kind of a highland, but the mountain kind of runs straight through here and kind of divides off between the seasonal forests here. There should actually be some snowy area here, but I'm still trying to work things out here. That is that's a dune. That's fine. Oh yes, we want some mountains here. Yeah, because we want to divide this up here. Okay. I'm still kind of learning this too, so I do apologize. There we go. Hey, come here. Thank you. I know everybody thinks I'm probably crazy right now. Okay. Okay, so we need to check the routes here. Okay, we want to make sure that we're not actually interfering with the routes. So, yeah, we want to be able to come through this area. Let's make sure to move this stuff around how it's supposed to be. Come here. Alright, that's good. Oh. Oh, there's colored ones too? Man, it gave me these ones. Yeah, I ain't going through all that. Okay, let's get back to the political map here. Or, yeah, political map should be fine. Okay, so we already have Narv. We have Oasis, which we should make some notes on. It's a bit of a larger city. It's got about 14,000 people. And as a result, it really should have both a place of worship and a marketplace. That's a decent amount of people, I would think. I haven't generated the city yet, so I'm gonna have to generate that. But features an active port. And place of worship, which really religions, yeah. Where are religions? Here we are. In God of Fire, Giants, and War. Or actually, it's more of a town. Should probably have a little more city, like a little more depth here. I mean, this should be good for now, but Actually, we should have another route here as well. There we go. And that should just be a trail. Or actually, no, that should actually be a road, huh? Lagos is going to be one of like a major city here. So yeah, they should have some roads coming out. There we go. You know, that's a good question, Snow. That's I do it mostly for myself. Granted, yes, my viewers don't exactly have a. They're not exactly in even the double digits, but even if I still make one person happy with my content, that makes me happy. That's all. Okay, so we do need. Ooh, come here. And we don't want you actually in the river. There we go. We can cross the bridge when it comes to it. But this should still be an actual road here. There we go. And here we go. We come up to Galuth and then come down here. It doesn't make sense that you have to keep crossing the river, but it does make sense to stay along the river because that means that you can catch fish. That means that you have access to fresh water along your route. If that makes any sense. Hunfa should be another major city. I think I'm going to actually increase maybe about 27,000 people. And the reason for that is because I just like the name of the city. I'm probably going to have to regenerate that city now because of the size. Yes, let's definitely help for many more in the future. Thank you so much. Those are great words of encouragement there. Okay, so yeah, the trail between Oasis and Merrick's is mostly for foot. They mostly trade via the ports there, though. If anything, I could probably just relocate it closer to here. And this way, grabbing... Hey, no, I want the... Thank you. It's gonna be a little hard to get a hold of, but that should work. And this should come and actually Yeah, this should stay close to the river so that there's access to some fresh water. Right? That's kind of why here we wanted to put this here, put that here. There we go. And technically, I guess that should be a road. Although I think the road would be better off actually being led over to Oasis. I'll make another path here. Because again, rivers. Rivers, rivers, rivers. Okay, there we go. And then we want to add a new route. And I believe we go here, here, here. Ooh, no. There we go. And that's just going to be a trail. These right here are sea routes, aren't they? Hey, no. There we go. We can close our religions for now. You know, I definitely appreciate that. That was something I did back when I was going to ITT Tech. It's not really something that people really like. The fandom's really gone down. And I know I told myself I was going to finish watching the series too, but I never did. Um, here we go. Oh, no. We want this. So we can go here. We can go here. Right? That should be good. But yeah, the Brony fandom really did have a lot of really, really talented people. And there's quite a few people that were part of the fandom that did go beyond. Living Tombstone being one of them. He still makes music for other fandoms and stuff. So yeah, I just find I find it really nice that those people do exist still. Okay, yeah, these are sea trade routes or sea routes. Okay, I wasn't quite sure what those white dots were. Okay, so that's really gonna change things because that means that I can add a new route here that goes from here there we go. And we want to tell that it's a sea route. It comes over here to Merrick's, which Merrick's should be... Ooh, nope, nope, nope. Can't sea route on the Thank you. Okay. You are getting relocated up here. Yes, okay. That way we can move the road here. And this route... No, we don't want to edit the coastline. Thank you. There we go. Okay. And start to look a little better. And we should have one more route going from here to here. That's going to be another C route, and that's going to connect everything there. Right? Okay, yeah, I think that makes more... That makes a lot more sense. Okay. Yeah, in case you missed it, this is Asgard's Fantasy Map Generator. I am starting with like basically a random world that was generated here, just based off of a random seed. But you can see there's some things that really should be fixed, like going from Tolo to Naldung. Might make sense to stay within here. Like for these trails, that's the main thing I'm like kind of fixing right now. Is like the trails are like telling you, okay, yeah, we're gonna go across the river like multiple times for like no reason. Like where does this go to? This doesn't go anywhere. This can go bye-bye. Thank you. Okay. I think for the most part, this is doing well. I better kick. Ostuz. We don't have any real way to get from Nurla to Ostuz. So we should probably do another trail from there. Yeah, and it's just a trail. It's nothing major. A better kick. We don't have... we should probably make that a little bigger. Grill. Yeah, that should be big enough to have a road. And maybe a little bigger. Like the difference really is like how many people are in the city to justify there being a road versus a trail. Oh yes, okay. So the channel hijacking, I actually do plan on doing a new video about that too. It's still not over. They do keep changing their name. They keep getting new sites and stuff. But the biggest problem of it now is that YouTube hasn't been keeping up on removing what's the word I'm looking for? Strikes against the channels. Because those channels were uploading content that YouTube deemed was against their policies. So you end up with a channel that was hijacked, right? And this channel is like, well, now we're gonna upload a bunch of like Bitcoin mining things, and that's against YouTube's terms of service now, and they end up getting copyright strikes. Like I saw one guy had 57 copyright strikes all sent in the same day, and he lost his channel after YouTube gave it back to him and said, "Hey, we'll clear it," but they never did. So like, there's a lot going on that's very scary when you're a content creator and you see things like this, and it's like, what what more can we do to stop this from happening? Like, I know there's a lot that YouTube can do. I guarantee you there is a lot that YouTube can do. The most simplest thing that YouTube can do is do an IP check and say, okay, yeah, let's not make that change without at least doing two-factor authentication or verifying some information with you. Send a text to your cell phone, something, before we make this change. Even if it doesn't detect the IP change, we still need to know. Like, hey, this is happening. We need a better like, we need better notification if something happens where, like, hey, we noticed that you seem to log in Russia, but you normally log in the USA. Was that really you? And then just revert any and all changes that were done, and prevent, add some additional security to the account, blah blah blah. I really wish there was more I could really say on this, to be honest. There we go. That seems a little better. And actually, why would we be going down to this end of the river from Galoth? There we go. Yeah, well, okay, so there's still a huge issue with Kappa as well. And I predicted this in one of my Minecraft videos where I was talking about the Kappa. YouTube's algorithm is automatically making a lot of the decisions of whether or not so-and-so song is is intended for children or not. And because it's all AI driven, like, there are some very very interesting videos, I'll say that, some that really should not be intended for children that are being labeled as such. There we go. That looks good. But yeah, like, there was one, like, we went to watch a video last night. It was the the Lazy Town Little John remix. Where, like, Little John is, like, saying a lot of really, really bad words and very inappropriate things. And apparently that video was intended for kids, according to the YouTube algorithm. And I'm just thinking, okay, that means that this content right now is going to be available through YouTube Kids. And on top of it, it's restricted in its ability for us to say, hey, this needs to be fixed. Yeah, it's a the MLP fandom is it's a cult classic fandom. It's you know what? The town of Alex should be moved over here. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the My Little Pony fandom, the Brony fandom. Um, there were a lot of people in that fandom that just seemed to have money, and as a result, they could make it to a lot of conventions and stuff. On top of it, a lot of the conventions were in areas where, like, okay, so the whole thing with the fandom is it was a very inclusive fandom. Here we go. Makes more sense for that to be related to the river. I mean, medieval towns, for the most part, are going to be, like, river related anyway. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of communities out there, especially like yeah, the Brony fandom brought to light a large portion of the LGBT community, and as a result, a lot of people that are LGBT became more confident in themselves, and so they were less afraid to present themselves, and all the more power to them, definitely. Um, I know it's not easy when you feel that you're not the person that you were meant to be, and you don't have the like you weren't born the way that you were supposed to. That's generally what that comes down to. Um, and there's a vast portion of society that just says no, you're wrong, and I kind of hate that. I really do. What one person does with their lives is not for another person to say. If and you don't know what's going through that person's head, what's going through that person's mind, what their life has been. But I feel I've gotten a little off track, but um oh yeah, that river's gonna have to get changed too. That works because that can be a bridge point. Let's bring back the biomes here. Actually, do that way. All right. Actually, we have a river running into the desert. I don't think that should really be going on there. But yeah, if we take the river to Narbold, and that means that we can reroute. Rather than go to Gorilla, we can go to Nuzaraza. Ugh, that's going to be a tough one. Yeah, speaking of tough ones, look at this. This is Elven territory up here. Shandaluvin, Cicesarel, Elendethius, Lalimarno. I'm gonna have to like simplify some of the names on this map, but actually, Cicesarel I'm gonna keep, just because I spent so long trying to pronounce it, and I actually got it down to a pronunciation I can actually do. see. Can we... That looked like a really weird... Yeah, there we go. Actually, you're not close enough for that. Okay. However, you should be up here. Oh, and tried to say it was in the water. What do you mean I can't place it in the water? What if they're merfolk? Okay, yeah, we want to kind of stay away from this area right here, because that gets into the temperate rainforest. We want to stay like in the normal rainforest area here. This is the... Where's the biomes? Where's the biomes? You know what? I'll just do the release here. Okay. Okay, that should put us in a good position, right? Yeah, this is a major flood zone here. There's a major event, the Silverlandian Flood, which is actually named after Silverland, which was a city here, but I changed the name. So I should probably change the name of the flood here. So, where'd you go? Zones. Here we go. Okay, so this is gonna be the the Brillock Flood. 286. There we go. But I'm going to go a little ahead of myself here. Okay, so we should probably turn off the zones. And that way we can get back into this. So we've gone over Narv, which is the little town there. All the houses and all the structures are sitting about waist high. And coming out here to Oasis, they're saying the same thing, but it's a much bigger city. And the reason for that is because the giants that live here in the Khan tribe's territory, they will smash any building that is made to be near their height. So, yeah, if it's a small giant, they'll smash like carts and stuff. And fun. So Merrick's. Definitely should have a marketplace. Any place that has a port should have a marketplace, I think. Alright, back down to 0. Okay, that's fine. I am talking to myself. And that's completely fine because I know that there are going to be people who will watch this after the stream is done. Because there will be, I leave my streams up. That's the thing. So for Merrick's, let's see what should we know about Merrick's? 10,000 people. City of Merrick specializes in magic items and scroll trade. Or actually, it doesn't make sense for that though. Because, like, you would think that a Barakek would be the better place for that, especially being so close to CSSRL. Unless we want to say that they produce them there. We do have a direct route going all the way to a Barakek, which means going across the CSSRL. Huh. You know what? It's about an hour in, and I gotta use the bathroom, so I am going to go ahead and do that. I will be right back in probably about 5 minutes, so maybe a little less. All right. I am back. Let's get back to this. Oh, I know this doesn't really look too exciting, but like just seeing the world be built, I think that's pretty neat. Okay, so Merrick's should specialize probably in... I mean, it's a wetland. That's not really good for timber or for mining. You know what? Yeah, magic scrolls. Magic imbuement. Items are often sent here for blessing. Scrolls, staffs, and constructed here with gems and are imported from faraway lands. And since we're talking about magic, we should have a place of worship here as well. Okay. Probably not, because this is more like a manufacturing town. So it would probably have walls, but I doubt it would actually have a castle. Then again, 10,000 people, maybe. If it is, it's small. Yeah, we're gonna leave it no castle. Okay. Okay, so we got the majority of our trails fixed here. Oh, yeah, we gotta fix that one up here, don't we? Hey, that's not what I'm trying to do. Why don't you let me do what I want to do? Because that's how I do. There we go. Oh yes, I also do apologize if you hear a loud noise there in the background. That's because I live next to an Air Force base. Fun. And you... Oh, no, 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 no. There we go. Is there... Oh, because I clicked on the river, I guess. There we go. Okay. Now, Hoomfoth is going to be a military city. Yeah, 27,000 people. Okay, so military city, primarily occupied by the Giants. So this is a very, very big city. That'd be more of a flavor thing. For Any races any races here that are not giant are considered slave and are going to follow orders, otherwise punishable by death. Fun. Should not have a marketplace, I don't think. Place of worship. That way they can worship their fire giant god. I think that'll work. That relief icon is for swamp. Oh well, you can place them in bulk. That's neat. I like how I can take the cacti. Oh no, that should be a swamp. And dead trees, why not? That works. Hey, hey, hey. Thank you. Oh, dead tree. Thank you. That wasteland. Okay. Yeah, that works. I don't know the words to that song. Let's see. We have... Oh, no, that's the river. I don't want the river. I want this. That's still river. Thank you. Okay. So, Lagos here. Lagos is going to be another port town. With a large river nearby for transporting goods to the capital. With the contrabs. Brilwa Lake. That works. Okay. That should be good. There we go, that should help. The 286, right? Yeah, 286. There, I know how to spell. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. I think that's working. I'm sure someone will let me know in the comments. It's a capital. But yeah, probably shouldn't have a lot of people in it. Oh yeah, well, Lagos is supposed to be a major port for here, so that's a lot of people. Let me cut that back a bit. There we go. So let's see what Bribble Lake looks like now. Okay. This should really be coming over here, though. But I haven't quite figured out how to do this without, like, ruining everything. So it'll work. Trade district has a nice little circle at the center there. Okay. That works. Meanwhile, Lagos being a port town. Let's see here. If I generate you. You came on the wrong side. Well, then again, yeah, you came on the wrong side there. So let me see. Can we come down here? Can we change that and see if it changes? No, that didn't change it. So options. That's the style. Okay, layout. Here we go. If I tell it to ignore the coast? Oh, you're killing me here. Yeah, I haven't really figured this one out. I mean, at the very least, I could just rotate the map. Because apparently people don't know which way is north. Yeah, it works. Whatever. It works. It works. It works. It works. It works. Okay. So Lagos is good. Bribble Lake. Sara here should just be a small castle. I kind of have a plan for this. I know how to spell, thank you. And when I say small, I mean small. Okay. can't type. We're gonna say Shantytown and no thing there. But what we're going to do is we're gonna add another supposed burg here. Oh, no, 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 cancel. What'd I do? Overview burgs. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. We're gonna add a new burg. And it's gonna go right here. Select a free cell. What? Oh, okay. So it just has to be somewhere nearby. Okay, so this will be the Citadel of Sarah. Or not the Citadel, the castle. Here, Sarah Castle. We're going to... Okay, so we're gonna relocate this. Can we relocate it here? Nope, it has to be here. So we can do it here, and then I can take this one and move it here. Okay, so this one right here, we need to change the... Oh, okay. This is going to be for ruins. And then that way, I can tell I wanted to use... Okay, so Sarah Castle is going to be using the ruins. Where are you? You are making this really hard, aren't you? Okay, so... that should be completed now. Okay, can I do it now? No? Labels... Yes, I know it's not toggled on. Okay, so now can I go to Berg Icons? Can I see it? Yes, okay, ruins. Okay. So this one right here, we want to set the icon, right? Radius, stroke dash. No, we don't have to worry about that. But I do want... Like, how do I set the... Yeah, style edit, right? Okay, yeah, font size. Oh, nope. Okay, that works. And that means we can go... Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. We just have to worry about the castle being there. Okay, we already know the castle's there. Okay. Alright, so we got Lagos, we got Sarah. We do need the Sarah Castle, which needs to know... rumored to house in... Not much is known. There we go. Okay, we got that taken care of. Okay, for the capital, Browlake, we need to put in... Oh, what do we set for the capital? For the history, really. See, this is where I kind of get stuck sometimes. It's like, what do I do? Let's see here. Capital city of the Khan tribes. There we go. As far as the history of it, so yeah. Ooh, what did I do? Did I really make that spelling error? Thank you. That seems like a good time to probably save. It's been an hour and a half. Let's see if this is dot map. Thank you. Okay. Notes. No, don't need that. Is there a place where I can change the name of the world? Because, like, that's automatically generated when the world generates on this thing? Map template, high island. Oh, map name. Here we go. Yes, because this is supposed to be the town of Muir. Or the, not the town, but the, Okay. Open the last saved map. Thank you. Now I can save the map. Thank you. Ah. It's kind of neat that you could set everything here. Be like, I want all the religions. uh... Let's see, can I hear my music? There we go. Kind of gets me in the mood a little bit. Okay. We'll come back to the capital here. I don't really have too much planned for like the history of the capital there. But yeah, any of the major cities towards the center here. So there, Gluth. Let's turn off the zones here. Yeah, Gluth. We really don't have a Bergen here, do we? I mean, Catharb. Yeah, Catharb is going to be another one where the races are all seen as and Narbold, probably Noldung. And just keep the coastal towns kind of like open. Like the giants want to stay like mostly inland, if that makes any sense. There's so much I'm kind of learning about how this program kind of works. I mean, as it stands, this is what my world looks like. Let's see. Yeah, that's a big gap there. They're not going to be able to travel like that. Just going across. They're going to have to come here. Oh, I like how the relief didn't turn off. I'm liking it. I'm gonna have to change the trade route here, though. The sea route, so it actually comes from here to here to here to here to here. Oh yeah, it is already there. Okay. No worries. Although for some reason we have a sea route that's going over the land. So yeah, let's fix that. There we go. I keep getting distracted, don't I? That's my ADHD. Yeah, we want to kind of try and follow this river. This river could probably maybe come up like this. And that way, there we go. That presents more of a reason to go up that way too. I do feel like there should be like another city here, another one here, but like maybe one here. Yeah, something to kind of break up this long journey here. Yeah, I probably need something here too, so let's see here. This one. Yeah, they should all just meet right there, I think. That seems like it'd be the best way to go. So let's go ahead and let's get our tools. We need to configure our bergs. Or overview of bergs. We're gonna add a new one here. That's gonna be a dude. Sure. Good look. Skadood. Should have given Skadood. Kanbanman. Gazar. Gazar now? That does kind of fit the theme coming across. Gluth, Gazarnel, Gagook, Garil. Maybe just Gazar. And since that does come to that's where we have the major trade route here. We have a major road. We have a path coming down here. I think they should have a decent number of people here. Maybe closer to the 9,000s. And should definitely have a shanty town and a marketplace. Probably a castle being close to the end of the river there. I don't know if they necessarily have walls though, because they're not a military town. This is a military town. They should have walls. Just no. Wait, why does Hoonfoth have a marketplace? It's fair. Whatever. Wait, where did it go? Oh, because it's... Okay. Wait. Yeah, refresh the editor. Okay. Yes, it comes... Okay. We're good. We're good. Yeah, this one should be giant occupied. Or giant ruled. I did it again. What is... Here we go. Okay, so for that and this... And this... Mildung as well. Narbold is going to be a little less totalitarian. I do want to make sure that we have that. Because if I remember correctly, the religions here, yeah, that comes over here to another area. This is Scottism, which is... where are we? This is supposed to be the other giant... religions. Here we go. Yeah, Scottism, god of earth and mountains. I still haven't generated, because we still have also the Tao Faith. But coming across here, I still have a couple of more deities to put in here. So with this one right here, we're going to keep this area for the Scottism, which is the god of the earth and mountains. Scotty. So it's going to be a little less totalitarian here. You know what? Here as well. We're going to remove that since that's sitting within the territory of that religion. Makes a little more sense. But the territory here makes it difficult for anyone to actually leave here. Now up here, these green areas here, this Dale Faith, that area is it's brought on from here in the bleh. I can't talk, can I? This is all elven territory here. The elves have brought some of their religion out to these outposts, or out to these posts here. This right here is the Autooculism, which is that's a cult. So that's a little side quest that they can do if they make it over this way. I'll be honest, I probably shouldn't even wasted time on these places, but I did, just in case, because I don't know what people are going to do. And if they decide they want to take the long way around and stuff, they're more than welcome to. Breshel up here, there's a resistance up here. I think I just moved it. Oops. But no, there's a resistance up here, and I'll bring up the zones here. Yeah, the Utilitarian Crusade. Which actually I'm just gonna rename that. Zones. There we are. The pressure resistance. And if we pull up the berg here, we can actually put some stuff in here. Double checking my spelling here. Okay. So yes, one of the few areas of the continent not owned by the giants. The other races here have banded together to form a resistance. Oh. The area here is often plagued by war between the giants and the other races, but neither side seems to be able to force their way. Okay, they are going to have walls. They're going to have basically everything here. Should probably have a higher count of people here. And they're probably getting their supplies there from the elves. And because of this, I'm pretty sure that this route would change. Okay, yeah, that makes a little more sense. And then we're gonna have like an alternate route. Oh, no, cancel. I need this route, okay. Here we go. That's just gonna be a trail anyway. Okay, that seems like it's a little more... Okay. It doesn't really make sense that it's kind of wrapping around this way, though. Like, I feel like there's too much here. So maybe if, like, some of these were... taken out, and then this area here could actually... There we go. And then we should have a route coming from here to here. There we go. Yeah, because it doesn't really make sense to not have a way to get places. You know what I mean? It makes no sense that you have to go through Gazar to get up to Tezarak if you have two different, especially when you got two different religions here, kind of making their way there. How far are we here? Okay. So for Tolo, no-name town in the middle of nowhere. There we go. No-name town in the middle of nowhere. The only reason for its settlement is the clean water, but not much in the way of materials, mining, or any worthwhile resources. The few people that do live here just seem to go about their day in a melancholy daze. And we really should have a route coming through here, so let's do just that. I don't know why it always assumes it's a road. It should be a trail. Thank you. And then we should have a direct route from Nodong to Makar. Again, that's just a trail. It's not like it's anything big. We're going to take this area. There we go. Oh, why did this... Thank you. Oh, that's kind of weird that it's acting like that. Huh. Okay. And we should probably be following the river up this way from that. Okay. Alright, that makes a little more It doesn't look like I did much today, but I know I did. But there's a reason why this is going to take forever. Like, this is just an entire world. Quite literally an entire world. I'm probably going to be adding more religions down here, but like every area is going to have its own religion. So that'll be fun. In fact, why don't we take care of that? Yeah, this area down here is an area that just they favor just a bunch of stuff, really. What's the word I'm looking for? Diversity. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Oh, yeah, brush size should probably bring that down. Thank you. Ah. Okay, why not? It's fine. No, that's its own. You continue on through. I don't have to worry about you, so it's just you. You. Let's see here. I'm pretty sure that some of these... Yeah. Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, that's some crazy religion mix there. Okay. And a lot of these are actually cults. There's a dark cult. Oh boy. That's fun. And then there should probably be, since this is where it's going to start off, or, well, based on the way things are starting off, yeah, that should probably be. Okay. You can actually extend out here. Oh, no, no, no. I want you for you. And to extend out here. That should be good. Okay, now we want to add some more in here. Because for some reason, I am a glutton for punishment. Okay, this one's only one cell, looks like, yeah. And this one looks like it might be a couple of cells. Yep, that one's a couple. That one's only... Yep. And Sysned, thank you. Okay, so we're gonna grab our painters, so we can just grab like this, goes like this. And actually I'm not going any further because that's all uninhabited. There we go. Okay, I guess they're taken. Yeah, you can come over here. Okay. There we go. Okay, so this is a very complicated looking map, but it's fine. This is just the religions. This is kind of a melting pot of sorts for different religions, and the religions don't really take a what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, I can edit notes for it. Cool. But yeah, they don't hold political value so much as the rest of the world here. They're kind of cut off from the rest of the world and don't really fit in with the way the rest of the world works. And so that's why things are going to be a little more difficult for our party members, because they're like, oh, well, yeah, I'm with the Kesian sect, but like, what does that matter when it comes to my government? So we have the religions, and then we just have the political. The political looks really simple. It's like, oh, it's black and white, whatever. So yeah, that's going to be really fun, I think, knowing what kind of history they have. But let me just take a look and see what it came up with, and see if there's anything I really might want to change. 'Cause come back to the religions here. Okay, so tools. Let's bring up the religions thing too. So we can actually look at things here. Okay, so here we have, it's an organized religion following Larhikri, the High Father of Death. Ooh. Should I really be doing this? We are also following the Vesrian God. That's following Nakasa, the Pure Creator. Zatibi, the One. That's interesting. The Wildlands Pantheon, following Krakor, the Father of the Dawn. Golgani's Pantheon, following Yazara, the Flying. This one doesn't file out, isn't... Okay, now you got Kakat, the New Badger of Death. That's great. That's just great. Can you see the Aggressive Elder? The Purple Rat, the Secret Guardian. How many of these are cults, though? That's the thing. Like, we should really not be going for cults if we can avoid it for, like, national areas. But then again, when you have... Well, yeah, maybe. Wait, where is this at? The Eldar Shamanism. That's all the way out there. That's a heresy? Hmm. I don't know. This is a dark cult that needs to be changed. Okay. The Secret Unicorn. Oh. I'm just gonna give them a map and be like, yo, where are you from? Just pick a place. And then I'll be able to pick out their religion based on that. Actually, they're gonna be from... Oh, no, because they could be returning back to Giggling. I don't know. Yeah, I think that'll work. That's a lot of changes, though, so I'm gonna go ahead and save. I think we're almost done with the Contribes, too. Lucar doesn't really have too much information on it, but that's fine. That's a port town that gets us stuff from Dregranor. Should probably... Yeah, we're gonna add a route from here. Yeah, that's a sea route. Okay. That should work. This way it's more like, okay, yeah, they come here. Or they could just trade straight across. So they have 19,000 people. This is 14,000 people. But like I said, any port should have a marketplace. Should probably have walls here at Cecil Sorrel because they are close to the giant border there. So that's probably going to change my map for it. That one's already got everything it needs. Mahabudget. Majahabit. Okay, so I realize a lot of what I've been doing is kind of just like rambling and just like kind of trailing on. Not really looking at too much, but I like how this sort of looks like a frog. You got the leg here, you got the other leg here, you got the head up here. But, yeah, I need to stop getting distracted here. I think that's about it for today. I'm going to work on this a little bit more. And based on the number of likes and everything, I might do more streams of this. But, do expect more Minecraft to be coming soon. I just got to kind of get out of my funk and actually get some good ideas going and stuff like that. So don't worry, the Skyfall server is still up, it's still running, and that's still going to be a thing. You know, I don't want that to be you know, I don't want you guys to be afraid that's going away. But I do plan on doing more videos on more topics. Sort of like how I did the video there about the channel hijacking there. I want to do a follow-up video to that. I also want to do some videos like clearing up, because I do follow like YouTube on Twitter and stuff, and sometimes I see stuff that a lot of people don't. So I do want to kind of like bring some things to light about, you know, the whole situation there and all of that. But I do appreciate you guys so much for joining in and for watching the video. And until next time, actually, all you kings, queens, and jokers out there, until next time, this has been Ace, and peace.